ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe. Down right there with the gaping culo right in your face. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another toy review on the Amazing Spider-Man 6-inch Walmart exclusive Amazing Spider-Man figure. Whoa, that's a mouthful. I gotta give a big thanks to Sean Long. Thanks so much for finding all three of these figures for me. Dude, thank you so much. And I also gotta give a little thanks to Anthony James and Moises from Facebook, because those guys also found the figures for me too, but then I told them both, oh no, wait, no thanks, Sean's got them for me, so I saved on shipping. So big thanks, bro. This figure is okay. I actually mostly wanted this for reviewing purposes and to, you know, and out of curiosity, because I felt like I didn't really need another 6-inch Amazing Spider-Man movie figure, especially because I already like the Marvel Select one a lot. I'll do that comparison later on in the video. I just mostly want to focus on this figure right here, which is actually pretty cool. For the most part, it is a upscaled version of the 3¾ ultra posable Spider-Man figure. There's not a whole lot of differences here, especially for the articulation. Actually, the articulation is almost exactly the same, which isn't great, but isn't terrible by any means. It's just, you know, there's just some things that are, well, here, let's go over the articulation really quick. His head moves up about that far, which isn't really great. It's not bad. Actually, the 3¾ one moves up a little bit further, so that's kind of a bummer that it moves up only that much. Moves down okay, moves side to side. He has ball jointed shoulders right here, moves outward as well. He has a bicep swivel, and he has this double jointed elbow right here, which is kind of hard to turn all the way, but I finally got it, and I was afraid I was going to break it, and I had to put it under hot water and everything, and I have some whitening going on right there in the middle of the joint, so you could see that look. Oh, you're a collector and you see that whiteness coming through, you're like, oh crap, I'm breaking it. That's always scary. And actually, Century Productions like, hey man, I just got my figures and I broke my Spider-Man, broke him twice in the arm. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. So yeah, this is kind of tricky right here on this part of the arm. I don't know if he broke the left arm or the right arm, but I know the joint was really stiff as soon as I got it out of packaging. It has wrist rotation right here, and it moves up and down this way. He also has wrist rotation on this side, but it moves side to side like that instead of up and down, which I don't know if I like too much. So far, it hasn't given me any problems. It's just kind of interesting. It reminds me of the Hawkeye articulation, you know. He has a diaphragm joint that moves side to side, and it does crunch forward a little bit and back, but not too much forward, and it's very frustrating because I really wish he had an ab crunch and a waist swivel instead. I'm really sick of this. I don't know why. I don't know how much money they're saving on doing this. Like, are they really saving that much money? Like, is it either the figure gets made with this joint or not at all? I don't get it, but it's very, very frustrating. Slings of Web had a picture up and he was trying to pose, and it really made me think, it's like, dude, there's no way you could like really make it look really cool with, I'm just, sorry I'm ranting and everything, I'm just sick of this diaphragm joint thing. I just wish it would go away. Anyway, he has ball jointed hips right here, and I have some whitening right there, and I have upper thigh swivel like that, double jointed knees, no calf rotation, which is a big bummer, and he has ankle that goes down, up, and ankle pivot, which I absolutely love. So I'm really happy to see the ankle pivot there. And one thing that is cool about this guy, I do like the paint applications. I really do like this blue paint. This is very, very cool. Or it's actually the plastic. I think this is the best blue that we'd seen on any of the Amazing Spider-Man figures. It's not as dark as this one, which I prefer this lighter one right here. I think this looks good. And it's not nearly as bright as the Marvel Select right there. This is just way too bright. This is not movie accurate at all, but I do like how my custom came out. Look at my custom. It's actually the same color, which is actually pretty cool. Pretty stoked about that. Look at my custom, 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 look at my custom. Anyway, another thing that I really like about this is the eyes. The eyes came out great. Now, when I was watching the movie, sometimes it was hard for me to figure out if the glasses were silver or if they were gold, you know, because I had seen the figures beforehand. They're definitely like a goldish color, but this really represents how it came off in the movie, because like from really far away, it's kind of hard to tell if it's silver or gold, but then when you get closer to it, it's definitely a gold color. And I think this came out way better than the Marvel Select version. See, the Marvel Select one doesn't have any kind of reflective paint, and it's just way too gridded on there, you know, like the texturing on there I just feel like isn't really accurate. On this one right here, you really believe that those are sunglasses underneath the mask right there. So I think that's very cool. I think the sculpting on the figure came out pretty well too. I wish they had black lines going in between here, but you can see the texturing of the suit and stuff. It's okay. I think the red is a little on the bright side. Kind of reminds me of the Avengers movie figures on how those looked kind of bright, like especially the Captain America. Really like how the texturing came out the blue on the blue. And you have the nice black spider logo right there. Again, some wear that's actually quite bothersome. I think it came like that, but you know, it's not a big deal. I could touch that up if I really wanted to. I think the web shooter is kind of a letdown because it's on the side of the wrist instead of being at the very top. I actually didn't notice that, but it is the same way on the 3 3/4 inch version where it's not on the upper part of the wrist, but it's actually on the side. So that's kind of, you know, a mistake. It's supposed to be at the top right there so that when he's flipping, it shoots out this way, not out the side of his wrist. Come on, man. Jeez. Oh, whoever made this is such a big Spider-Man fan, I could tell. Another thing that's neat is that he does actually have a thwipping hand right here as opposed to this one that didn't have any thwipping hands at all. And then the Marvel Select had interchangeable thwipping hands in case you didn't know that already. Just had to throw that out there. And I really like how the paint came out on his shoes. This is actually the most movie accurate Spidey feet that we've seen, but I think that's very cool. They got the paint right there, the detail of it, like on the heel of the foot, came out very well. Then for some reason on the calf section of this figure, there's like some black washing going on right there, which I wish was on all of it. Yeah, here's the back of the figure. I think this came out very nice, you know, Spider-Man logo and everything. So yeah, I do like the paint choices on this. Webbing! Look at all this webbing. Oh my god, the webbing is so cool. He comes with 3 different webs, which I think is fantastic. No, I think it's amazing. This came out so cool. I really, really like this. This is the best webbing I've actually... Oop, there's a little booger right there. I don't know what that is. But yeah, this is the best webbing I've ever seen come with the Spider-Man figure. And I haven't really seen too much webbing come out like this. It's not made with a bendy wire, which I wish it was. But at the same time, it's not too hard to, you know, play with and everything. You could really mess with it. The webbing itself is about 9.5 inches long, so that's pretty cool. That's like pretty good length for webbing, so you could do a lot of cool stuff with this. And on one end it has this hook kind of thing, so you can get and hold it like that. Then this other side it hooks around like this, so you can tie some loops around, or it could just hang like that. And all 3 of them are the same. Now 2 of them come really bunched together. You can see like this one right here is really bent, which you could do put it in some ice water and it'll kind of straighten out. He also comes with this base, which is kind of a want for me. I'm not really too excited about these bases. I've yet to see anybody do anything amazing, but you can connect them together like that, and I don't know. So the figure itself stands just under 6 inches tall, as you can see right there. Here it is compared to the Marvel Select Spider-Man. Now, this guy is definitely a lot more movie accurate. I just have to say that. You know, I do like the Marvel Select one more, but this guy is more movie accurate. The body type is much more like Andrew Garfield. You can see the skinnier legs, the skinnier torso section. The colors are more accurate. The glasses look better. It's just more movie accurate overall. But as a Spider-Man figure, I do prefer the Select one more. I just think it's a better figure. He has the calf rotation. His ab crunch works better. He has interchangeable hands where you can have him in thwipping poses and punching also. So he doesn't come with any webbing, but he does come with a base, which is cool, you know, which you've seen this base before. So he's $5 more, but I think he's a better figure. The Andrew Garfield version is actually probably the one to get. And then there's going to be a different one that has shiny paint. So it's kind of like I'm talking about this Marvel Select figure almost more than this Amazing Spider-Man figure. Then here he is compared to the movie Lizard, which I'm liking less and less as time goes on. So there's how, you know, this is actually very well in scale for the movie, I guess. But look at that head. There he is next to the Red Hulk wave, black suited Spider-Man, which they're about the same height. This movie version is just a tiny bit shorter. Yeah, not a bad figure. Not bad, just not great. I do like the Select one more. Got to give a big thanks again to Sean Long. And I have to say that if you do see this guy, he's $15 plus tax, and it's not a bad purchase. You get all this cool webbing right here. You get that stupid base that nobody really cares about. And, you know, it's not a terrible purchase. It's just, you know, not a fantastic figure. Hope you guys dig my review, and I will catch you later. Peace.
That's crispy.
The ACBA pick of the day goes to JD Meg 6314, longtime YouTuber, community member of the Marvel Legends community, and great customizer as well as a great artist at the ACBA group page on Facebook. Don't forget to add it, but I thought this was a really cool picture. Got some really cool money on the floor. You got a briefcase. Great use of DC Movie Masters figures along with this Amazing Spider-Man movie figure. I just thought that was really cool. Pose that he had on there is pretty subtle. I think he really made this figure work, and I think the webbing came out great the way he had wrapped it around there. It looks like they're really hanging there, so I think that's really badass. If you have not added the ACBA group page on Facebook, do so now. Link in the description along with my Facebook, and don't forget to go to bkbn.net. And, so it's okay,